So, tell a story about sneaking out of your parents, my parents' house when I was 17. If you do it right, if you have some success, it can become a monument in your life. A monument of cunning and daring and cunning. So this night I'm thinking about, it's about midnight, and my friend and I, we are able to elude the constraints of my parental surveillance, you know, by walking down the stairs and then going out the back door. And we're on the street, and then every now and then we see a light, you know, a car turn. We know it's the cops, so of course that means immediately what that means is diving into the hedges, you know, running into the shadows, behind the trees, and then things are really getting intrepid, right? The speed picks up. There's a minefield of shadows, the darkest shadows you've ever seen. Shadows that hide little evil surprises, metal sprinkler heads. You know, the edge of the sidewalk that you didn't see coming. So things are, you know, they're up a notch, you know, from the first escape. And the moon is there all of a sudden. The moon. You know, we look at the moon. Is that the moon? You can't believe that's the moon. So we string, it's so magnificent. Right? We string all these superlatives together, all starting with fucking, ending with fucking, and usually like with it worked into the middle someplace. And the same thing happens with the crickets. And then when we're a little ways down on our adventure onto the golf course, when things are actually criminal by that moment. Because we're trespassing. We see a huge turtle who gets in another round of fucking. You get a feeling for the adventure is sort of, you even know it at the time, it's self-created. You have to sort of ramp it up a little bit. And we're on a mission. We're on a mission to see a girl. It was rumored that she liked me, so my friend agreed to come with me to meet her and her friends. They can get out, they can sneak out of their parents' house. And we're on the golf course, on this errand of love, and not quite sure how it's going to turn out. And then we hear the yelping, and the girls are coming our way, and they're running with sticks in their hands. And then we feel foolish, because where are our sticks? It seems so obvious what you need. And then my friend, the one I'm interested in, she's got a flag from one of the poles. So she's like Joan of Arc out front. It's really, I just know this is the best night. It's going to be the best night ever. And then things go rapidly downhill at that point. I can only talk about the turtle. And she's obviously not interested in the turtle. I'm more interested in the sticks and the flag, and wasn't that fantastic? And so people are, one person throws up, you know, another person that has to announce to everyone how boring and adolescent it is to be out on the golf course and being bitten by mosquitoes and pulling everyone down. And it's just really, at first I thought it was just like skydiving into Club Med. And now it's just, everything is ruined, and I just feel like an adolescent on a golf course, trying to find some adventure. But then, just a random event, I bump into her, and she laughs, and I just say, off the top of my head, I hadn't even schemed it. I said, oh, I love your laugh. And then she looks at me, and shrieks, and like, in joy, you know, like, I guess that's another noise she makes. And she grabs me, and we kind of like cinematically collapse on the ground and kind of roll into one of those like sand traps. And if this was a film, that scene would go on for like 30 seconds, you know. Over and over. And then all of a sudden, there's someone yells, cops, and then adults, voices, shouting. And so she has me pinned to the ground. It's not sexual, it's just, you know, efficient. Looking out for herself, I think. Unnecessary. I'm not moving. And I hear the adult voices, and I see the flashlights up in the trees. And we stayed that way for a while.